Hello everyone, and welcome back to the wrong save. Somehow I pressed continue. What? I'll be right back, everyone. What? Hello everyone, and welcome back to the correct save this time. Oh.
Your kind killed the most holy. Lies. Your kind let her die.
Uh-oh.
Shut your mouth, mate!
Enough!
Knight Captain.
That is not my title. We are not Templars any longer. We are all part of the Inquisition.
And what does that mean exactly?
Back already, Chancellor. Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you've promised.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you.
Okay. Right. Yes, I think I did some testing around just to see what saves were doing or something. I can't remember, but I did open up the game again, and I think that's why.
True. Butler has stand on us. I hope my hunch was wrong.
You knew him well?
Not as well as I thought. Show me the reports.
Oh, I can talk to Liliana. So yes, we spoke to Liliana before, and that was what was after. Now we're talking to her again, it seems. I'm probably also going to have to speak with Cullen and whatever his name is, the annoying bureaucrat fellow. Right click.
There were so many questions surrounding Farria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Farria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
Right. So this is a very, very interesting decision, I'm sure. Don't interfere. Right, so I'm someone who's got a degree of say. And I don't know if she trusts me or not, which is weird. It feels really weird, like she really trusted me in Origins, but I'm obviously a different character. Nobleman. But somewhat devout. So obviously the soldier in him is probably like, you know, he probably shouldn't be allowed to live. But I am a very, very light, fluffy person, as you may have noticed. We don't have to kill him, just friends. And he has a lot of information that he may have information on the other side that may be useful. This is why I quite like playing blind games. I'm not sure. Is this a really important decision? Probably. Well, I don't know. I should treat all of them as important decisions, and I will stick to my light fluffiness. He's a soldier. He's not really sure about this whole kind of assassinating thing. Like, sending someone off. Where's the justice? He deserves to have a say in stuff. Do we have to kill him?
Wait, what are you doing?
He betrayed us. He murdered my agent.
And you'd kill him, just like that?
You find fault with my decision?
Just that one, killing him is a waste. Killing isn't the answer. Killing isn't the answer, says the soldier. Just that one. I think this is probably the only disagreement we've had so far that we know of. Killing him is a waste. That's not really my problem with this. I think it's the murder. The murdering isn't the answer. Bring him for justice. Bring him for trial. Justice. All those other good things.
We can't solve our problems with murder.
And what would you suggest? Leave him be. Butler's betrayal put our agents in danger. I condemned one man to save dozens. I may not like what I do, but it must be done. I cannot afford the luxury of ideals at a time like this.
You should like what you do. No, ideals are crucial. If you sacrifice who you are, or who you claim to be, that's not who you are.
Now is precisely the time for ideals.
You feel very strongly about this. Very well. I will think of another way to deal with this man. Apprehend Butler, but see that he lives.
Yes, good. That's what I wanted.
Now, if you're happy, I have more work to do.
I think Liliana disapproves. Oh my goodness, she's floating. She's standing on a basket. Oh, we can still talk to her. If I remember the correct button. Press the right button!
Reports of fade rifts and demons keep coming. The people are terrified, and it's only getting worse. The only thing that will calm their fears now is the hope that someone out there can save them. You have to be that someone. No one else has any power over the rifts. Seal them. Your legend will spread, and Thedas will learn to trust the Inquisition.
Why do you care about mages? Ooh, that's an interesting question. Let's ask.
Why do you want me to seek out the rebel mages? Why do you care?
I've known mages. Some of them were better people than me.
When?
And yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right.
The left hand.
They called you the left hand of the divine.
That they did. What of it?
What is the left hand? So the right hand is often the position of power and respect, and I think often the kind of idea is that the right hand is the one that does the kind of Cassandra-y things of rawr and that kind of thing, and the left hand is more the kind of shh, kind of Liliana. So that kind of makes sense. What is the left hand? The right hand has the honor and respect. The left hand, not so much, but still has it because.
What exactly does the left hand of the divine do?
A divine always has enemies, and Justinia had more than most. I protected her. I watched, had an ear to every door. I identified threats, and I dealt with them.
Sounds like a spy master. Why so many enemies? Well, mages. Some mages, obviously, potentially some Templars who wouldn't be happy with their role. People who are opposed to the Chantry in general.
Why did Justinia have so many enemies?
Political enemies inside the Chantry.
She was unfit to be divine. She had a past, a worldly life.
Magellan.
And like many, she wasn't given to the Chantry as a child. She chose it. And somehow that made her unworthy. And because they thought she was unworthy, they wished her harm.
And that's why you supported her. It does indeed sound like you're a spy master.
So you were her spy master too?
I handled difficult situations that couldn't be resolved through more delicate means.
Why don't you join them? Can we recruit Liliana? Ooh. No, tell me more about Justinia. Keep going like that.
I'd like to hear about Justinia. What was she like?
A friend. A mentor. Like me, she had secrets. Made mistakes.
Magellan.
It made her human. I think her followers responded to that.
How did you meet? Dragon Age Origins DLC. I think. How did you meet?
How did you and Justinia meet?
I met her a long time ago, before she became divine. Before she was Justinia. When I met her, she was Mother Dorothea. I was at my lowest. Broken. Lost. And she saved me. No, wait. She hates it when I say that. I saved myself. She just showed me it was possible.
The reason I'm saying keep talking about Magellan is that in Last Court, one of the options you can do is you can pay 9 secrets to get favour, inverted commas, with Divine Justinia, and the 9 secret option is your character goes up and just says Magellan. So I'm assuming that I'm guessing that. I don't know. Were you more than friends?
Was there something more than friendship between you?
You're asking if we were lovers? Typical. I was devoted to her, therefore it must be romantic. Love is
I don't know,
common.
that's what I was asking.
Love is simple. My bond with Justinia was something greater. She was a sister, a mother, a teacher. So to answer your question, yes, it was more than friendship.
Right, yes, that's the point. That's also a loving relationship. Love does not equal romance. Okay, move on.
We'll talk more later.
Oh no, I wanted to talk about the other things. No, I wanted to join me. Can she join my party? Can she stop stepping on baskets? That might break them.
Did you need something?
I need to ask. No, I've lost the option. No. Okay. Considering it's a little investigate option, I'm assuming that the answer would be no, but I'm sad. I want to ask her anyway. Right. I will find this option again. You're well connected.
You seem to know a great many people.
I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable.
Interesting options. You met the hero for Eldon. Yay, Gaheris.
You have a history with the warden who ended the Blight, don't you?
He's always in my thoughts, even when we're far apart.
Aww.
My love is on a quest of his own. When the Inquisition has no further need of me, I will join him.
Aww.
For good this time. I have lost enough. I will not lose him as well.
What about Hawk? I think you met him a few times. A couple of times? Yes, a couple of times. Because in the DLCs, with Sebastian, that one, she was Sister Nightingale, and in Mark of the Assassin, she was at the party. And Talus knew her.
They say you spent some time in Lothar. Did you know the champion?
We spoke a few times. I seldom left the Chantry, and we never became more than casual acquaintances. I saw more of the Hawk twins. Bethany in particular. She would spend time in meditation at the Chantry, and she seemed to like my stories. The other one, the young man, he was a little surly. I did encounter the champion again later in Kirkwall. Those were terrible times.
Why were they terrible?
Was this when the Chantry was destroyed?
No, that happened later. But even then, the news coming out of Kirkwall was disheartening. There were some in Val Rayo who wanted the Divine to declare an exalted march on Kirkwall. Justina sent me there to see if that could be avoided, to gather evidence to calm those agitating for war. I guess it didn't matter in the end.
Okay, no, stop
We
it.
can continue this conversation later.
No,
You know where I am.
no, bad, Alec, bad.
I'm listening.
Tell me about yourself. Maybe it's linked from there. I will ask her. She'll probably say no.
Let's talk about you.
Me?
No, these aren't the right things at all. No. Got any stories? Tell me about your past. And it'll probably be something like she'd be more useful coordinating spies and blah, 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 blah. But I want to ask. Tell me about your past.
What did you do before you worked for the Divine?
I was a bard, a Norwegian spy for many years. For a time I also served a small cloister in Lothering. After the Blight, the Divine called on me to oversee her personal network.
I'd like to be a bard. Would he? Probably not. I don't think so. I mean, not in that style. Not as a spy. Have you got any stories?
Bards tell tales. I bet you tell some good ones.
There are plenty of tales in the library. Perhaps you should look for them there.
In Origins, you were like, yes, I have stories for almost everywhere. I'm going to find the stories of the places I don't know. I'm like, oh, it's so sad.
I should leave you to your work.
We can always talk later.
We can talk now.
Yes.
Any updates?
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
Okay. Well connected? No, because that one's still there. Go to left hand, maybe we can loop round back to it.
They called you the left hand of the Divine.
Yes.
That they did? What of it?
Why don't you join my oh, no, I want to ask both of these. Why start an Inquisition?
What is the point of an Inquisition?
Justinia would have started the Inquisition if the Divine Conclave failed to restore peace.
Which it did.
She hoped that with enough support, we could challenge the very tenets of the Chantry. She wanted the Chantry to treat the mages fairly. But sometimes I wonder, why stop at mages? The Chantry has committed many injustices. If we're going to change it, why not change the whole thing? It's just a thought. None of this will be possible if we fail.
I'm sorry she died. I'll try my best for that. I'm sorry she died.
I'm sorry she didn't live to see the Inquisition.
So am I.
Right, why don't you join my party? You've got to look after the spine network and blah 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 blah, I assume.
I could use the left hand of the Divine at my side out there.
Every agent out in the world is my eyes, my ears, my blade. Wherever my people are, I am also. Coming with you, leaving my post, would blind and bound me. Do you see?
What about your bow? You're a better archer in Origins, I think. Memory serves.
We'll talk more later.
Although I think I can make you a duelist for some slightly mental reason. Oh, I'm gonna have to talk to you guys, aren't I? Let's try and avoid politics for the moment. Ooh. Right, let's go and talk to Varric. Actually, yeah, I could talk to Solus as well. Hey, Varric.
Need something?
So you're assumably a resident storyteller with Liliana being... I have questions about Hawk. Shall we ask? Because we've probably heard he was involved in the destruction of the Chantry. So, can we trust... Well, no, have we met? I don't know. But let's ask. Let's see what Varric says. And this is where it cuts to him reading out Dragon Age 2. Oh, that's actually, yeah, because Dragon Age 2, technically, is set almost immediately before this game. By that I mean, the kind of overarching structure of Dragon Age 2 isn't the Kirkwall stuff, it's the Varric stuff with Cassandra. So she's interrogating him kind of just before the Conclave. So it's kind of... I mean, like, in theory, chronologically speaking, Dragon Age 2 is probably the third game, when you take that into consideration. Because I have questions about Hawk.
I've read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
I have to... Orsino's fate. Yes, Orsino's fate made no sense. I'll show Meredith that we're not all blood mages by using blood magic.
In the book, you say that first Enchanter Orsino turned himself into a giant monster made of corpses. How? Why?
Why?
Do I look like an expert on magical weirdness to you? Well, I can't tell you how. For the why, all I can say is he was desperate.
He was winning! We were winning at that point! He was surrounded by heroes, two of whom could rain down fireballs from the sky. One of whom could phase through people and rip out their innards, and had done it before. One was a whiny mage. Depending on your definition of whiny, it may be more than one. But the captain of the guards was on his side. A slightly weird pirate was... like, he was winning. Why was he... This is why you don't ask why to stories like this. It just makes you angrier.